Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wayne. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Interesting. The overall energy of the reading is the Hermit, Virgo energy. It looks like you have been on a journey, very difficult, personally difficult journey by yourself. It feels so you could find enlightenment, so you could understand. It feels like you have achieved a level of enlightenment from your journeys alone. It looks like you're ending something and beginning another. It's like you're crossing a threshold from one reality and stepping up into another version. You're taking a step towards your happiness, towards your fulfillment, but there's a real need to take action, to get out of the house, to make moves. What are the moves that the viewer needs to consider, needs to make? Feels like there's a portal opening up, an opportunity for you to leave where you've been and move to another aspect, another level. You're leveling up and you have to take action. There's a need to take action. All right. The Knight of Cups showing up. You have something you've imagined for yourself, and it feels like there's a potential opening up. And take what you've imagined, what you want, what you desire, and bring it into this reality. It's like there's a need, though, to take action on something. So you take something that's been a desire in your imagination, a fantasy, and you're bringing it into this reality. But with the Hermit, it feels like you're doing this alone. That this might be internal. You might be making internal shifts. No, it isn't. It's external. It feels like maybe after a period of internal shifts, it's time to take action externally. But it feels like you're going at this alone, or it's purposefully alone. With the Hermit coming up, there's something, it feels like, for you. There's a need to get out of a comfort zone and face your fears with this. Get out of your head and take action. It feels like you're shifting from one way of being to another. It feels like you really want to make this change, and you are the one making that decision and making the change. Hermit, you're doing this. It feels solo. Taking what you've imagined and bringing it into this reality. You're having to get out of a comfort zone to do this. It looks like you're not wanting to fight, not looking for a fight, not looking for resistance. It feels like the space you've been in, there's been a lot of fear and a lot of fight and a struggle, and you now see that it's been coming to your awareness, your consciousness. And it feels like you're ready to step out of an uncomfortable space and make a move. It feels very solo, that you're needing to make this decision on your own, take action on your own, create this. It feels like you're doing something very profound on your own. It feels like it's worth it, worth your while, this effort that you're putting into whatever. It feels like you're very close. It's interesting because there's this need to make a move, but it feels like you're also close to an ending. There's something about time to make a move towards your happiness, to create it, to get it out of a fantasy and bring it into this reality. Feels like you might be leaving an environment that's uncomfortable and giving yourself permission to create what you prefer. It feels like this takes a tremendous amount of effort. Feels like your emotions are solid. You can deal with the emotions that are arising. You're tired of sacrificing yourself. It looks like you're investing in yourself, in your life. It feels like you're shifting your focus of who and what you're investing into. And that's making all the difference. Wow. All right. In what's hidden, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is an inability to learn something new. Inability to learn a new way of being. Inability to figure it out as you go along. Who's the Page of Pentacles in reverse? Why is this showing up in what's hidden? Feels like you might be in this Page of Pentacles, like the way, the framework that you perceived your reality, you thought it was going to be this, your story. But there's a need to rework things, see things from a different vantage point, allow for a change and a shift, reconnect the dots in a different way, tell your story in a different way. We are the creators of our reality, so how you are perceiving your reality impacts how you experience it. There's also a need to be very patient at this time, slow going, alchemize what you don't prefer into what you do prefer. You might be trying to push something through, try to rush something, and there's a need to allow this to take the time that it takes. Be patient. You might not see all your moves ahead. This feels complex. This feels complicated where you are right now. And so if you don't see all the trail ahead of you, I trust that each step I take, I'll know when to take it, and I'll make those steps. And it's okay to... It's almost like there's, you've got these boards that you're standing on, and you have to take one from the back and put it in front of you and take that step. Take the board that you were just stepping on and put it in front of you, so it's the slow going space that you're in. Have patience. There's a need to reconnect the dots in a different way, to see things from a different perspective. Okay. There's someone who's very insecure that wants to fight with you so you won't walk away. Someone you have an emotional attachment to, and it feels like this person is just trying to create issues with you. It feels like this person is creating a fight so you won't walk away. So you'll feel like, I have to address this. It feels like this person drains you this way, exhausts you, just by keeping you needing, emotionally attached to some type of fight, some type of struggle. And it just leads to Ten of Swords activities, a lot of hurt and betrayal. It's not productive. It just keeps you attached. It keeps you engaged with the fight, with the emotional attachment, creating more pain and suffering. It feels like you're ready to end this cycle. And that's why it's, yes, Page of Pentacles upright. Nice. I feel like the message is not engage with whoever this is that's trying to get your focus on them, on the fight, to this attachment, and create more pain, more strife. There's a need to reconnect the dots, see things from a different vantage point, and move on, move forward. There's so many emotions here. It just doesn't feel conducive with the Temperance. It's just not the proper space for this fight. This fight just leads to more pain and hurt, which isn't going to help anyone. There's a need just to focus on where it is you want to go and take the slow steps it takes to get to where you're going. Slowly. All right. In the outcome and advice, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is someone determined to be unhappy. They're not focusing. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of really uncomfortable emotions. The good news is you've got the King of Cups showing up with the Hermit. Feels like you are very balanced in your emotions. Even though the seas are choppy, and there's a lot of lunacy energy here. A lot that's been hidden in the subconscious and the unconscious that's coming to light. That's a lot. How about a few cards? Anything? Thank you. Five of Cups. Going through a grieving process. Five stages of grief. It feels like it's important to grieve. It's important not to rush through this process. Feels like a lot of uncomfortable emotions coming up, and how to sit with them, how to feel them without adding kerosene to the fire, not amplifying them, feeling them, processing those emotions so you can glean the wisdom from those emotions. It looks like the relationship, it feels like there's obviously someone here that you're having difficulty with. You might be in a pattern of fight, attachment, wounding. Feels like there's a real need to honor your process of healing, of going through the grieving process, because it feels like there's some repressed and suppressed emotions that at the time that they happened, you didn't know how to process them. And once you get to a space, get to this next level, it feels like part of getting to this next level is processing these emotions so you can also understand what you've been going through, understand what's been hidden from you. Anything else that the viewer... Your challenge is the Fool card, to start a new cycle. To let the past be in the past, to alchemize what you've gone through, to go through the stages of grieving and come back on the other side, and start a new cycle in a new direction. It feels like there's a real potential to create something new for yourself here. Wow. Again, the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. Oh, this is helpful. Fantastic. It looks like part of what you're processing is a family wound, a childhood wound of yours, being treated less than, and accepting less than treatment. Feels like maybe how you were raised to believe what you deserve, your place is as less than. It looks like it's a mother wound that you're healing. Whew. So there's a lot of instability, insecurity, a lack of abundance, a lack of feeling safe, feeling stable. Wow, you're really turning that around and finding your stability, finding your security. Feels like you're deconstructing from a belief system or belief systems that created a lot of hurt feminine in your feminine energy, mother wound. It looks like your divine feminine is really stepping forward, addressing difficulties, creating a foundation that is truly stable and secure for you. I think others have created in your lifetime, do this and live this way, and these are the rules, and if you follow them, they'll lead to your happiness. And so it feels like you followed some type of structure and did not lead to your happiness. It led to incredible unhappiness. And so it looks like you are deconstructing, you're alchemizing your energy, you're grieving the past, transmuting, transforming those emotions into wisdom so you can find your truth in all of this and create the reality that you prefer. It feels like you have been unhappy for a long time. and you are on a search for your happiness. And it feels like the wisdom, the pieces of the puzzle that you're looking for are in processing your emotions, clearing through these emotions so you can see clearly, so you can feel clearly, so you can be present. And from that vantage point, decide where you want. It feels like you already have an idea of what you want going forward, who you would prefer being, and there's a reality that you want to bring into reality, into the 3D. So it feels like there's a lot of processing to get you through that at this time. So, wow, I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.